Hello, everybody. This is Riot Reviews, and this is my first episode. Also going to count it as a Christmas episode. Today we are reviewing Transformers Earthrise, Cliffjumper, and Transformers Netflix Bumblebee. Let's start with Cliffjumper. So what Cliffjumper comes with this. It is the bazooka he used in one of the first episodes of the 1980s Transformers cartoon. And it splits apart into 5 pieces, which you can't really see. There you go. And these 5 pieces can connect to Cliffjumper himself. See, if you flip him upside down, you will see pegs and everything where these connect. The blasters will go on this peg here, and they have little slots there. You plug them in. The little ski bits have this slit there that will go into that part of the wheel. So you plug those in. And finally, there is this piece, which you flip open, and you'll see these 2 dots there, and that 5mm peg there. He has a 5mm peg right there, and then he has 2 little slots right there. So you just plug those in. And there you have a reference to a G1 episode where he was floating around on the water. Let me just take these off real quick. And let's take a look at both of them right by each other. I'm not sure about scale. I'm not that big of a car guy. But as far as I can tell, they look pretty well scaled. Now, as you can probably tell, my Cliffjumper's customized a little bit. He's got blacked out windows to fit with the back of his. If you pop off the wheels, which is kind of hard to do, so I'm not going to do it, Cliffjumper has drilled in brake systems. I'm not sure about Bumblebee, but the cool deal about Bumblebee, if you'll notice, he has a little Volkswagen logo there, and then on his wheels, he has Volkswagen logos. Blech. And let's get into transformation. First off, rip the back of it off on both of them. Now, most people complain about parts forming on figures, but I'm not one of those people because it makes them look good. Though there is a part online that, makes it to where you don't have to parts form them. Then you go in and they have this little peg, but it's folded in there, and you flip it out. Next up, what I like to do is go in and split it down the middle on each side and fold them out like that. Then you fold the wheels on the back, rotate that down, and it will peg, sort of. It'll just sit in the spots between the wheels. You fold them down, kind of a gerwalk, I suppose. Then you fold the arms around. Now on B, it's slightly different because you have much better pegs, at least on mine. But also, his windshield has a little tab there, which is blocked by his foot, right there. So you have to actually lift it up to fold the arms up. And then you fold this down and close it all up. Now on B, since he has those pegs, his arms will stay there pretty well. Then you just twist the wrist around, or the waist around, wrist. And there you have B. And there's Cliff. Now, you can either have them use the backs of their cars like shields. Whoop. Man, this peg won't stay still. Or you can give them the G1 and the G1 approach, and this actually holds Cliffjumper's arms in. And they have little 5mm pegs or slots on their backs that you just plug the backpack into. And they still have a well, in Cliffjumper's case, he still has a 5mm slot on his back. B doesn't have that because it would throw off how this is made. Which on him, the yellow is plastic. But then the blue parts, the windows, and the black parts there, those are all separate pieces. This Bumblebee is very well made. Now you can give them their weapons. And you know, they don't really hold them all that well. They hold them fine, but you know, they're short because of the back pieces. So what I like to do is just take the back off of Cliff's and have him have his rifle. But then for B, I like to take it apart and just give him this. Because B doesn't really need a weapon. Or at least a big one. Let's get a good look at that head sculpt real quick. That is G1B up and down. Looks really nice. Cliffjumper 2. That is an incredible head sculpt. Let me get another figure and I will show you their size comparisons. Here we have Earthrise Deluxe Class Airwave, which it's incredible these sell for the same money. And Earthrise Leader Class Optimus Prime. And that is just such a good Optimus and Bumblebee comparison size. Like, that is just how they were in G1. Now, their posability is the same for both, so I'm going to use Bumblebee because he's my preferred. They have ball joints in the head, so they get that full movement. It's not entirely the same because Cliffjumper also has a joint in his head, so he gets those really... He can look down really far. Arm can go out, rotate. The elbow rotates. Elbow can go a tiny bit over 90. And the wrist rotates, which, you know, that's really cool on a figure this small. They have a waist swivel, partially due to the transformation. Can do a fairly decent kick. Can go back that far. I think you can go back farther if you don't... Yeah, go back farther if you don't have the backpack on, but why would you not? Beautiful spread. 90-degree knee. And a very good pivot. Anyways, that has been my first review and my Christmas review of Transformers Netflix Deluxe Bumblebee and Transformers Earthrise Cliffjumper. Now, next time, I'm leaving that decision up to you guys on who I review. Do you want my customized Siege Optimus, which, you know, it's not a big customization, but it's there. Do you want Earthrise Deluxe Airwave? Or Transformers Siege Sideswipe? Now, I did not get him out for size comparisons, but he's there. Anyways, that's all, guys. I'll see y'all later.